If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
Hi, how's it going, ma'am? I tried to deliver this package to, but I guess nobody lives there anymore. Is there a good place to send this package to?
You mean something?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we're still here.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I guess there was just nobody home to receive the package, but,
Oh, yeah, we were out, so we're home now.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right, thank you. I'll be there in a few deliveries. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye. How's it going?
Hi.
Hi. Is there a Jason home right now?
Yeah, there is.
I got it. It's a package for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
May I tell him what it's for?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Hold on
Gotcha.
just a second.
Sure. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Jacksonville fan, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy. How'd that happen up here? God, I'm a Jack. You know, my cousin's dad used to work for the Jaguars, a ticket seller, believe it or not, in the Maurice Jones-Drew days and all that stuff. Yeah. But package here for you. It's about some messages to online. We should probably go over. Do you want to go talk about it outside?
Yeah.
All right, man. Cool. Just go in front of the car here if you don't mind. If your wife asks what's going on, I'll just change the subject. My name's Gordon. Sorry to meet you like this.
Good.
Firm handshake, man. I got to do that again. So you're actually a Jags fan, though?
Yeah.
How in the hell did that happen?
Just been a long time fan.
Okay. From Jacksonville or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, not from there, but. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I got David Garrard jerseys, MJJ jerseys. You remember those days, huh?
Yeah.
Back when they actually broke semi-good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to talk to you about it. That's it, man. I know the girl is obviously the girl is messaging you and all that. So do you kind of know? You're an honesty. Do you know kind of why I'm here to talk to you about it?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Because I was talking to her online. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sure.
How old is she?
I don't remember.
What do you think she could be?
17?
Okay, fair enough. Well, what did she tell you?
I don't remember.
Okay, got it. So what app did y'all meet on?
I don't remember. I think Kick.
Yeah. Okay. So are you actually like a kickboxer and all that?
No.
No. Okay. How'd you? I don't know how to get my ass kicked coming here.
No.
I gotta ask, how'd you come up with the name?
I just liked it. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So you just kind of use it on Kick, Instagram, all that. Dude, I was wondering because like I don't even know how that name was still available.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a unique guy, man. Jaguars fan up here and a kickboxer that you're not. Whatever. So y'all met on Kick.
Yeah.
And then I see y'all talk on Instagram too.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk anywhere else or?
No, that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I see. So I do gotta ask, like, how common is it for girls to try to talk to you online or?
Not very often. She was like the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So did y'all meet did you just find her profile or did y'all meet like in some group or something or?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite a long time ago.
Fair enough. Some months ago.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, like, how'd the conversation kind of go with her?
I don't know. Just start talking and then I think she said her age
Okay.
and then but I thought she was over age, but then we were just role playing with it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
When we say role playing, like role playing how?
Like like babby little girl.
Oh, okay, okay. Like, I guess you could say underage themes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
fair enough. So, how does that role play kind of work?
Just like me being older and then she being younger.
Okay,
So, yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
But when you say like little girl, like what age were we role playing as?
From 6 to 17 or
6 to 17. Okay,
yeah.
got it. So that's kind of what the chats would, I guess, say in a way.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't read all that. I'm a college dropout. I don't like to read too much. I went to Wyoming for a year, but I rep the colors. Yeah, Wyoming and the Jags, right? What a combination up here. Okay, so did the messages get, I assume, then a little bit risque at all, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it, how so? Like, yeah, I know you said role play, but like, what are some, I guess be a little bit more specific, I guess you could say. Like, how so?
I don't know. It's just the way that, she would be like the submissive type. So,
Okay, and she would just let you kind of talk your mess or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did y'all talk about like doing stuff together, or at least role playing? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, like we talking like, or
Yeah, just kind of me taking over. Yeah. Just
Okay.
Dominant or
like dominant, dominant how?
just me like being the more of like the aggressor during.
Okay.
So,
We talking like with stuff?
yeah.
Okay. So if I were to pull this message, like, you would look so preteen, my would get even. Talking about like finger stuff like
Yeah.
that. Okay, that's it. It's internet talk. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not judging someone for talking. It's not like you're out, with the ice cream truck, doing that.
No.
I do gotta ask though. So I get you like to role play, but it's about some other stuff too. How'd you get looped into the session app?
The what?
The session app?
Oh, that was something that I heard online on the Kick stuff that people were using the session app.
Oh, great! I'm sure that was I'm sure there's just nothing but charming people on there, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a newer one. And what about Teleguard? Is that similar, or
The what?
Teleguard?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so session. What about Telegram?
I never used Telegram.
Okay, so session's the one they would talk about on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard people would use that to watch stuff and that, but I've never done it. But I've seen people say it before.
Okay.
But I would just tell her that I've seen stuff, so just kind of pour more into that role play.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Is sessions like? So I know Facebook. There's groups on there. Is sessions kind of like groups or individuals or kind of both, or?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's like more probably be both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a pretty diverse app, you could say,
Yeah.
what it could do. Okay. Did she ever bring up like having any relatives or anything like that?
Yeah, I think her she had cousins and that.
Okay. How old
So
did she?
we would like role play that they would be involved. But
Okay. How old did she say your cousin is?
8.
Okay. God, did she ever show you a picture of her? Okay.
No.
Got it. Did she ever like try to call you at any point or video call you? Okay. How did that call kind of go, or those calls?
We would just talk, see how, I don't know, it was very long. So.
Right. Did she try to get like flirtatious on the phone at all, or?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So I know, is there like, I just got to ask because I've, have a screenshot right here. Did she like, was your kind of shown to her at all or anything like that?
I don't think I did.
Okay. So I do want to ask because of course I don't want to, pull out the video or anything, but, and I get where guys, dude, at night, somehow all the blood in my body rushes to my, I understand how that goes. I know it's like, are we sure on the video call, like she didn't ask to see her or anything like that?
I don't think she ever has.
Okay.
So,
Did you maybe get carried away and just show her?
yeah. I think
Okay.
So yeah.
Got it. Did you have her like? Did you tell her to screen record it, or you just kind of showed her?
Yeah.
What?
I think I just showed, but
Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Well, did you ever send pics of it, or was it just on the video call?
No, just video.
Oh, okay, so you're not trying to like spam them in the chat or any
No.
crap like that. Okay, that's good.
No.
That's good. Okay, so I do want to bring up the cousin. Here she said the cousin's 8, and on your end it said, hot. Wish I could f her and see her.
Yeah, it was role playing stuff that I was doing for.
Okay. So I do want to ask about this because I know you're a good dude. You work hard and you're a good husband, good father now, right?
Yeah.
Congrats on that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, of course. But obviously, I think we don't want someone like you who's doing good, who's turning his life around to be wrapped up in internet, right?
Yeah.
So I do want to ask about Session because I think you can be part of the solution on this rather than the problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure at first you probably had no idea what Session was or anything like that, but when we say groups or individuals, I know that's you being honest about it because I know that's something we've experienced on there. Because we have your Session ID and it's not an ID, it's there. So I do want to ask, and this is kind of what I think is the most important thing to clarify. Obviously, there's pictures and videos on there that probably aren't the most, I guess you could say, flattering to say the least. But I do want to ask, and this is just something I want to clarify, is this anything that you were a part of yourself, or were these just other people's videos and pictures?
The other people that would.
Okay. So we wouldn't find anything on there where like you're behind the camera or you're in the videos.
No.
Okay, good. I respect that.
No.
That's okay.
No,
Okay.
So it's just a role play. It's nothing that I would be actually part of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously I want you to kind of help me on what these other people in Session are doing because I want to look for the producers of this type of stuff. So these groups on Session, how many people do you think are usually in them in your experience?
I don't know.
If you had to ballpark it, I know you're not counting, but it's fair.
I don't know. There's quite a bit, I'd say, that go on that I would see, but something that I just didn't want to be a part of anymore.
Right.
I'm looking at, we're starting a new life with this, and
right.
I was dealing a lot with my last few months.
Do you think when you get that you kind of fall back into old habits?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I actually just went through I just went through a class, and that's why I just wanted to. I just got done with it actually.
The class.
Yeah. Yep. So it's for.
Okay.
So it's something that I wanted to go into because I was kind of going back into my old
habits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for me, it was. I just needed to stop everything and
just pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Good.
So I just finished it actually, and I'm starting another one in a few weeks. That's why I just wanted to end everything with
it. Yeah.
It wasn't right. I don't want to get into that role play or all that stuff anymore. So.
Well, yeah, and you're a father yourself, especially of a very, very young kid, and I think you can easily help me with this, be part of the reason. So I got to ask, those videos on Session, like how they make you feel?
Not good.
Why is that?
They're just inappropriate.
Okay. Do those videos? Do you think your fatherly instincts come in when we see stuff like that?
Yeah.
How do they come in?
Just not right because it's someone else's kid.
Okay.
Yeah,
so these people are just posting blatant kid videos.
Well, I don't know if they're like teens or what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, do you know if these people in Session are Americans or foreigners?
I have no idea.
Do you see what languages they speak in, or?
English.
English, okay.
Yeah.
Is it like broken English or American English, or?
Oh, it's
What's the difference nowadays, right? But
it's all text, but I don't know. I never looks English.
okay. So when we say that's someone else's kid, like are these usually boys, girls, or both? They post in these groups.
I I don't know. I guess both, but
Okay.
only seen like teen girls and that, but
Okay.
I know of. No, I don't know. I haven't actually been like group wise for it, but I think there's you can set up groups. I don't know.
Well, when we've seen teen girls on session, like, are these bozos like sending this crap to you, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like basically some kind of like trade deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do they send these girls, like, is it usually like links, or is it just the pictures and the videos in the chat, or how does it kind of, how do they kind of do it?
Yeah, they send like they'll send like the videos, and then they'll just download into that. But
Okay.
yeah.
So it's not like a link to the videos, it's just they straight up don't give a.
Mhm.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how do these people find you on session, or like how do y'all kind of how do they get in contact with you?
So they'll go. There's different like sites that social media stuff, and
Sure.
they'll ask you what your social or ID is and that for a session. And
So, right, because I'm sure
so,
it's
yeah.
got it. So it's like I'm talking to you here, but let's go over here.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
got it. So I know I'm hearing teen girls, and I know I'm not trying to use your history against you, but I know your history was with a teen girl, so I think that's some temptation we fall back into sometimes. And honestly, that's fixable. It's like, how'd I put it? With it, when we kind of have a thing for teen girls, they're developed, and I know we say the medieval times is backwards, but human nature is forever, right?
Yeah.
And I can't hold it against you. That's more so, we just need to pump the brakes on the car, right?
Yeah.
But when it's very young, it's more so like, all right, there's an engine problem, right? So I know that what you're probably looking for is teen girls, and we got to fix it, but it's not the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
But I think what we're misconstruing is there's a difference between what you're looking for and what they're sending you, okay?
Mhm.
So realistically, I mean, how low have these idiots gone? I'm not saying you wanted it or watched it or wanted a piece of it, but how low have they gone on session with what they've sent? Because I know it's younger than teens. I mean, session, man.
Oh yeah. They've sent. I mean, a lot of them will have links. I don't know what it's like Mega or something.
Okay.
And so they'll send links, and they'll show like the box of like the different ones.
Like a
that are out
grid,
there.
right?
It looks, yeah, and they look a lot younger actually. So I mean, they can get down to younger girls. So
What would you say? And don't sugarcoat, because if I thought you were into it, I wouldn't be asking you about it, right? It's more so, hey, that house is burning down over there. What do you know about who's burning that house down, right?
yeah.
What's the youngest looking that we've seen on set, or that we've seen on one of these mega links?
Probably toddlers.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
It really, there's really no limit to these people, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
So
So when we say toddlers, and this is important to kind of figure out, because, either somebody's behind the camera with that toddler, somebody's in the photo with that toddler. So I know we're in Minnesota. We love diversity. We don't judge on race here, but like what race are the toddlers usually?
I don't know.
I guess which ones have you seen? Like, I know you haven't seen purple people on there, purple toddlers. So I'm just asking, what races have popped up of these toddlers?
They look white on the grid and that. So yeah.
Okay. Are they usually by themselves or with an adult?
Looks like adults.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Help me try to identify some of these adults. Like, what do these adults look like, or what's one you can remember? You're the best you can. I know he doesn't have his name on his forehead or anything like that, but
Yeah. I don't know. They look foreign. So
Okay.
yeah, that's the best I can
They-
describe. It's they've sent some links or some videos. They're short, but they
sure.
I deleted everything on there. I deleted my session because I just with my stuff, it got so bad there again.
It
You
got you back into that world. Yeah.
Going through my group here, it just snapped me back to reality of, you know, I need to take care of my family, and
Of course.
that's why I felt bad. That's why I wanted to just get away from that area.
So is that group, is it like you're seeing a therapist one-on-one, or is it like, it's just kind of like an AA type thing?
It's an intensive group.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a 3-week process. And so it just finished it actually.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And then I'm starting another one here next week.
Good.
Because I just want to better myself and get away from all this.
What do they, and if it's too personal, don't worry, but like, what do they, how does the group help you? Like, I'm genuinely curious.
So they have a lot of valued action plans and modules that they teach me through the program.
A VAP. Valued Action Plan, VAP.
Oh, yeah.
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 Matt VAP, there you go. So yeah, what's that like? I mean,
it's nice. It's so what it does is it's going to help me, you know, if I have an issue, I can follow, you know, write down my values to it and kind of go with my plan of, you know, how to get out of, you know, if I get back to that state of, you know, that lows and that. So
it's like a playbook. Like, if this is happening, you know, turn to this and, you know, adjust accordingly.
yeah.
God, you give that advice to the Jaguars. Yeah, right. It's okay. Another year of Trevor Lawrence wasting millions, right?
Yeah. No, I was a big fan since they came in the league, so that's why.
Dude, that's why you're. I mean, you need to go to a doctor for me to tell you that. I mean, I could find it right there.
But yeah, so it's I just went through a lot. I had heart surgery a few years ago.
Oh, geez, okay.
And then we're selling our place. It's tough for me to want to move, just because May this year.
Oh, you're moving out of town.
Yeah. And so that was my big thing of it, is I just there was a lot going on for me the last few months here, and so yeah.
So it's easy to just turn to a totally different world of
reality, get all my reality.
That makes total sense. That's what will happen.
And after these classes here, now that I have my valued actions, it's just dumb.
Right, you're just like, what in the hell was all this?
Yeah.
But
and so I made up a thing saying you know, my brother passed away, toured to. I couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
And I felt, I don't know, disgusted with myself.
Right. Because the hotel got booked.
Yeah.
So it was we're very close there.
Yeah, I was thinking, and then I'm like, yeah. I didn't want to do it, but then saying, do it tonight, and so I just.
Got it. Makes sense. So obviously, I'm glad that you're stepping out. We would fully want to get you out of that, because I don't think, you know, I think if a solution to this is, you know, we have an action plan, we have a family we love, I think, hey, that's a great way to put a stop to it, right? You know, great motivation. And I see, you know, I think that's the best way for everybody, right?
Yeah,
but obviously, the people online that were associating with you have not stopped. And you know, not saying that's your fault, but it's more so at this point, like, point me in the right direction. So you mentioned there was adults with the toddlers. Were these adults like always males, or were there females too with them?
The only one I saw like on those would be the males that I could see.
Any like quote unquote moms, or was that something that never came across your thing?
No.
Okay. So I do want to ask, because obviously, you know, I know they advertise session as pretty encrypted, which it is, I mean, no doubt, but, you know, Mega is, you know, it's pretty much a new Google Drive at this point. Like, it's pretty unsecure, I'd say. And do you have to have a Mega account to open up the Mega links, or?
I don't know.
So you never made one?
No.
Right,
No,
right.
no.
So I don't think you do. But obviously, you know, and I'm only asking you this because, you know, I think we both are on the same team. Mm-hmm. But I know some of these toddler videos were watched because, We can obviously just see activity. It's not the hardest. And, I'm not thinking that, you're watching a toddler video and just, beating the shit out of your or anything like that. But, there's the rubbernecking effect where someone can just be like, and then boom, it's watched, right? So I'm only asking you this as kind of more so a witness to some idiot doing something bad. What would they be doing to the toddlers in some of these videos? And I'm not saying you watch it every day, 24/7, but the few that we watched, I'm just asking.
Having
Straight up.
Yeah.
This, I hate to ask you to relive this, but what kind of stuff would you see the toddlers do? Because we're talking about little kids here, so it's hard to conceptualize.
I don't like what type of stuff?
Like, are we talking? Or
Yeah, looks like.
so it was a combo of them in all these videos. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, I'm not some expert, but the limited knowledge I do know is a lot of these videos come from, like you said, foreign videos. Where was I going with this? So we're trying to track some of them down. Yeah, absolutely. So how long were some of these clips?
10 seconds.
Oh, so it wasn't.
There was some, I think, around. They were under a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just hypothesize, do you think they were taken from like a larger video and just kind of clipped down?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is because did the clip start with them just having, or did it kind of lead up to that?
Just having.
Okay, so it'd be open and this was immediately happening. Okay, got it. I see. So, and I do have to ask. All right, I wouldn't. I'm just obviously if I came to my own conclusion, I wouldn't be, courteous enough to ask you. There's obviously pretty ample record of you sending these videos to other people too. It's just an objective fact of that happened. I guess what motivated you to trade this child? Like, what did it do for you?
Well, at that time with my and that how bad it was just a way of escaping reality. Yeah.
Okay.
It was just just getting out of a lot of tendencies in the past.
Okay.
It got bad again, and so for me to kind of just get out of it, it was going back to where I was, and that's not something where I want to be. And so that's why we went into that program, and just trying to better myself, get back to where I am and healthy.
Yeah,
and that's
awesome, man. Does your oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, and so it sucks at times with my where I don't want to be here, and so when I go on to that other reality, it's feels like people are there for me,
there for you. I mean, that I don't quite understand, but I'm open to hearing how they're, like, I'm not judging, but I'm open to hearing how they're. What do you mean by there for you?
I don't just like wanting to be friends, in that other reality,
right,
role playing and stuff.
Sure.
So yeah, it was just stuff that, like I said, when I get to my low point like that, it's I go back to that old. I did that back in the early 2000s, and it screwed me up.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so now that I'm back in this, I'm trying to get rid of it all, and I just want to get, to
definitely. Paul revere your wife or anything, or let her know about stuff. But she knows about all this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm glad she was able to, look past mistakes and not judge you for that, because I'm the same way. So you think that's when kind of underage things were put in your mind somehow?
Yeah, just after talking with her and that, and then that's when I first learned into the daddy, a little girl,
right,
stuff, and it brought me into a whole different other reality, or out of reality for it.
Sure.
Just the so stupid.
Right.
But I went through the treatment and got better. Worked on my, and then everything was good. And then after my heart surgery, I ended up with chronic pain,
Oh, geez.
chronic fatigue. I ended up with all this stuff, and so it's all just kind of culminated and has hit me because it hasn't gotten better.
Right.
And so fortunately, I went back to that old role playing stuff again.
Sure.
And yeah, so that was not smart of me. That's why after doing all that, and that night when she said or whatever to get that hotel, and I did, and then after I was like, this is not right.
Right.
This is not right, and I went to my book and did my value action plans, and I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it's not smart at that moment.
No, exactly. And
it's something that I want to. I have family.
Right.
And I just.
Yeah, no, and I think moments of weakness absolutely need to be addressed, but can absolutely be overcome, because as long as we don't turn those moments of weakness into a habit, right?
Exactly.
But, so I do want to ask, because I guess what made us continue the conversation with, like, after y'all talked on Kick?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I guess what prompted you to keep talking to her after Kick?
After Kick, right?
Right, like when y'all moved from Kick to Instagram, like, I guess.
Oh.
I guess what was the appeal of continuing to talk to her, at least in your mind at the time?
Just continuing with that role playing.
Okay. Did she ever verify that she was real or anything like that? Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think here she mentioned, or I think here you said there's like a lot of young girls who are fake online, blah 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 blah. I guess she sent a live photo of herself on Kick at some point.
Oh, what?
Oh, like a live photo of herself on Kick at some point?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do want to ask, like, realistically, I guess here when we say watch me in an own her, watch me bring her, I will so much. Like, was she supposed to bring her cousin to the hotel, or?
That's what, she said she was going to, but and that was part of the role playing of it. So that's why, it was, yeah.
Okay. How was she supposed to get to the hotel?
She said she was gonna take Uber.
Take an Uber?
Yeah.
Okay. So is she, like, not able to drive or something like that, or?
I guess not.
Okay. So I do want to ask this. Did you ever talk about saying that she's, like, done stuff like this before, or was this her first time, or?
I think it was her first time.
Okay. How old were you when you lost your? Or had your first experience?
14.
14. Okay. So here's kind of I gotta lightly counter you on this. No 17-year-old nowadays, guy or girl, unless you're just a video game playing loser, has not had by the time they're 17 before. So I can understand kind of the apprehension of, me not hearing, like, her actual age, because, I get it. I mean, I'm just a guy big dude coming to your door, like, with messages, like, why would you tell me? And I know you have a conscience about it, but, in order to get past mistakes, we have to be honest. How old did she really tell you she was?
13.
Appreciate your honesty, man. That shows me, that's a VAP right there, man. That's a VAP. We got to be honest about it, and you were, so I appreciate it. So she never, I mean, realistically, she never said she was 17, did she?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think she did.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I get it. You know, I actually appreciate that I heard she was 17 first, because it shows me that you actually have a conscience about it. Because, dude, like, the people that really worry me are the ones who are like, yep, she was 13. Yeah, man, she's right now. Like, it's like, you know, it's like, all right, dude, you're, you know. But if you actually have a conscience about it, not everything's going to be truthful. And that's, you know, shows a sign that you're actually, you know, not a psycho, right? So I'm not, no worries here. So were you ever worried about, like, her parents finding out about this or anything like that? Like, did that ever cross your mind, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want it, like, when we were role playing, having them find out, of course, but.
Right. Okay. So is it, like, safe to assume that you thought you could get in trouble because it's probably a kid we're talking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So there was, like, I guess you haven't met her or anything, but I guess you could say, did we reasonably believe this is probably somebody I shouldn't be talking to? She's too young, or okay. All right. So what does I guess what did the role playing accomplish? Like, I know you said it gets you out of, but, like, I guess urges wise, or what did it do for you, or what does it do for you? Just honestly.
Just kind of, I don't know. When I first got into that, it was just kind of satisfying.
Satisfying in what way? Like,
Being dominant.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, is it satisfying?
It can be.
Okay.
And that, and just having that dominance type of.
Dynamic.
Yeah, it kind of got me out of reality of me being in that low. Right,
because it's it makes sense, because, you know, if you're feels like everything's above you, you're getting beaten down. But when you're the dominant one, it's like, you know, I'm in control, and it's human nature. It's how guys it's how guys should feel. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
Okay, so this is more of like, in a way, this could potentially, like, or like get you, like, going or set or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take me out of the reality.
Yeah, makes total sense. So I got to ask about this. Here it said, "I will find your," and then you make her from your, make you both my underage.
Yeah. It's just part of the whole dominance thing.
Sure. Would you consider yourself? And again, it's not a judgment thing. It's more so, you know, let's diagnose what it is and finish it, right? Like, you know, Mayo Clinic, man, that's where your wife works. You know, I'm sure, you know, in order to get it removed, they have to identify the, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you have tendencies, or that sometimes you consider yourself?
Yeah, when I'm at that low point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it was there when I first started back, you know, when I first got into the whole, you know, learned about it all.
Yeah.
So it's there. It's just, you know, when I hit my lows here, it's
low.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's during the whole thing, I tried committing again.
During this?
Mm-hmm.
What? How long ago was that?
A little over, say, a month and a half ago, or a little bit less than that, maybe.
Did your wife know that you tried to?
No, she didn't.
How did you try to do it?
I was gonna.
You were gonna, like, did you actually go through with putting the back, or were you just?
Yeah, and then I was able to stop in time.
Yeah.
The first time I did it, my dad found me.
Oh.
And so yeah, unfortunately, it got low like that again.
Right.
And just not thinking correctly.
Do you think that falling into this world here somehow makes it worse in a way? Like just, it's like maybe temporarily you're good, but overall your health is just declining. The more and more you do that, yeah. So we did obviously book the hotel. I'm just gonna tell you, you're pretty you're pretty good at hiding your identity online, and basically, God, man, it was yeah, you were good. A lot of people that are just online dabbling in this aren't too good at hiding their identity. I mean, it's not like you eventually found just because your face was there and all that, but just realistically, and there's I'm just going to accept your answer for whatever it is. I know you booked the hotel, so there was at what point, like I guess how likely when you booked the hotel were you to like show up there? Like at that moment, what were you thinking? Like were you thinking, hey, I'm just gonna do this, or were like genuinely? I'm just asking.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to do it, and then she said that she didn't want to get the Uber and not go. So I did it, and then right after I was just like, I don't know why I did that.
Got it.
And so yeah, I called them, and and then told them that I'm not doing this. I just wanted to do a role play online, and then when we got to that point, it just all hit me. And,
when you booked the hotel?
Yeah, and that's when I was like, this is going too much. And so
becoming too real.
Yeah. Right. So I got rid of my Instagram, and I got rid of. I don't want to be in that anymore.
Right.
I had my value action plans that, that I'm gonna follow for continuing on, and then because I got my family to take care of.
Yeah.
And my son and that, they need me here.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Fatherless homes are, I mean, the odds are so stacked against a kid in a fatherless home. Like, I don't know the stats or anything off the top of my head, but you obviously can see, and I mean, you can see with your eyes what happens with that and all that.
He's my everything, and if I
Yeah, man, we got to get it turned around.
It's my everything.
Yeah.
And that's when I, seeing those kids and that, and I just thought, this is not right at all. They have a dad.
Were some of those kids in the videos your son's age?
I don't know. They might have been, or I don't know.
They look in that same age bracket?
Yeah.
How old's your son?
He's 3.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure seeing those toddlers, you can think like this could easily be my kid if I don't do the right things.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that was. It's just a reality that I have to. I can't get into that. I needed to. Get out of this. And so
right.
I signed up for those classes too. Trying to help me get through this.
Did you sign up for those classes because of this type of stuff?
Well, that in my was to the point where I didn't want to live.
Yeah, of course.
And I just, when I'm at that low, that's when stuff like that, happens.
Yeah. Besides being a Jaguars fan, what do you in life? Like, what do you think causes it?
There's a lot. This last few years, it's been chronic fatigue and the chronic pain.
Basically not having your same physical ability as you had. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Man, there was my mom was telling me this the other day, but there was a, I don't think she knew him, but there was a chef where she lives that he ended up getting, I mean, he was like, no Gordon Ramsay, but he was pretty damn good. And he ended up getting MS, like that's, and he couldn't do what he loved anymore. And he was just kind of, deteriorating. And then he just ended up killing himself because of it. So I can, I'm not encouraging you to do that or anything, but I'm saying I understand, but we still, you can't be a victim of circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, there's always going to be someone better off than you. There's always going to be someone worse off, and you got to understand. I mean, you're in, a first world country. You have that going for you. You have the leisure and the luxury of watching the Jaguars suck every Sunday. Most people don't even have TV, so you know what I'm saying. But when these idiots would trade with you, what were they asking for in return? Like I know it was child. Like what ages do you think they would request the most, or what did it even like? How'd that kind of go?
I don't know what they they would send and then ask or receive.
Okay.
So I don't think it was, the direct.
Right. Would you say it was pretty implied what they wanted?
I'd say,
okay.
I mean, for the most part, it was just, that they had the, and then wanted to trade, send back and forth. So,
what symbols would you see, or were there any symbols that would indicate like that they're into that young stuff? Like what symbols, if any?
I don't think there'd be symbols.
Or like emojis, or.
I don't know. Trying to help you out here. So.
No, I understand.
Yeah, I don't know if there'd be any emojis. If the, some of them would have on their profile though it looks like they're sweating.
Sweating.
Like the.
Oh, like that emoji where they're like.
Face almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd see that if they would message you on that.
Okay, interesting.
It's something to look for.
It's one I've ever actually heard. Okay, wow. So is this like done? Like is this like some secret laptop you had to do this crap on, or?
No, just on my phone.
On your main phone, you would do this?
Yeah.
Your wife never found out?
No.
Damn, man, she has a lot of trust in you, bro. You really, it's almost, I'd say, I mean, I'm not going to tell her, obviously, but it's almost like worse she didn't find out, because it shows that, I'm not trying to pile on you here, but it really shows that she had so much trust in you that she never even found out about something that would, you see my license plate right there, right? Like, I found out about that all the way from over there. You know what I'm saying? And like, she's in the house and you didn't find out. So, dude, she has, telling you, Jason, she has a lot of trust in you, okay? And you got to be more mature than that. I mean, there's really just no other way to put it. You have to, you got to take, I mean, you can't, I understand the dominant role playing, but you got to live a dominant life, man. And I'm not saying, slap random women or anything, but you got to take control of your own emotions and your own urges, because how are you going to be dominant to anything if you can't control your own self, Yeah. So,
that's, like I said, it's an ugly world.
Yeah.
And it's just like I said, when it all hit me, and at that moment, and that's when I was like, this went too far. I got to do better in life. I have my family I have to take care of.
Right. God, I could use some fried pickles. I'm starving. God damn, I got to stop it. See, I got to control eating that. But there you go. I see. So when we trade on session, like how does that typically work? Like what's the, say you have the session app open, like I just want to kind of understand the perspective. Like, what do you press? Like, how does it kind of go?
So you add their ID.
Okay.
And then you go in and it's just like a regular time.
Yeah. So when you send something, do you just kind of open up your phone gallery and just click something and?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So that means that I guess what was it? I guess there was some stuff saving to your phone somehow then too. Is that what? Okay.
Yeah. And that stuff I got rid of everything. Like I said, after that hotel thing, I just
Right.
I can't be doing this.
Right. So realistically, yeah, first car she can go down the road this whole time. You live in a very, very quiet area, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm originally from Houston, so it's like, you know, there's no rest. Very, very, not New York City busy, but busy.
Yeah.
So how big did our collection get of child? Like, how many images and videos do you think were on your phone at I guess the lowest point?
Probably 7 or 8.
Okay, so it was never too crazy.
No, I didn't have whatever that lady sent me. So
Okay.
and then trade back and forth, but then
Are those the only things you saved?
yeah.
Okay. I guess what made you save those but not want to save all the other crap that people sent you?
Well, I guess that's like the only things that I remember them sending.
Okay.
I don't know if there was anything else that was ever sent to me.
Well, you mentioned she sent like pictures, videos, all that. But you said they've all sent mega links of, because if we've talked about seeing multiple toddler videos, a lot of teen videos, that's more than 7 or 8 that someone sent you.
I mean, I didn't go into the mega links or anything like that.
Right.
But I did just from what that lady sent me the first time, and then that's what I had.
Okay.
And then
So some of those videos were toddler stuff.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Got it.
I think there was one, maybe 1 or 2, maybe. But the rest of them, I think, were middle-aged teens.
Sure. So like 15, 16?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many, the people that sent you mega links, you mentioned they would send it on Kick. Did they send it on Session too? These people sending mega links?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many
They-
people? Okay.
Oh, so they would ask you to pay for it.
Oh,
And
okay.
so that's why.
Sure. How many people converse with you on Sessions? If you had to give me an estimate, because I'd try to want to go back and try to talk to them myself and kind of see what we can get out of them. But like, what would how many people do you think hit you up on Sessions to trade or do any of that crap?
I don't know, 20 or 20, I'd say.
20. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Okay. Usually it'd be more. I mean, I'm not doubting you, but dude, some people it's just 24/7. They're on that. You know, 20 is not bad. What percentage of them do you think sent you videos and pictures?
I don't know. I don't know. Some of them, a lot of them it was just a role play.
Okay.
Role play talk. That was it.
Sure.
I don't know.
Well, because I'm only okay.
Maybe quarter.
Okay, so 5 might have sent some CP your way.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out where it comes into the equation of you also sending that to other people. Like, who were those people you sent it to?
Well, there was just the people that would start role playing with.
Okay, so they would ask for whatever video or imply they want it. No, okay, I got you. Do you have an iPhone or Android?
Android.
Okay. Yeah, the Androids are not the most secure phones, I'm sure, as you know.
Yeah.
Did you keep those videos in like a hidden folder, or was it just lately on your gallery, or like how did we?
Yeah, just some gallery.
Really, man, your wife really trusts you, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, I don't even keep My girlfriend's on a in my gallery. I mean, I at least got a hidden folder for them. Jeez, Louise, man, you got ballsy.
Yeah, it was not smart.
No.
I did, like I said, after that hotel stuff, I deleted it all. I didn't want to get back. Like I said, it was like the thing that hit me. You know,
Yeah.
That said, you need to do better. And
Yeah.
that's why I had to get out of that.
Right. So I got to ask, you know, in the messages we kind of talked about getting with this 11-year-old girl in these messages here. You remember that being talked about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just as a role play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who did you say it was in the messages?
I don't know if I said it was a neighbor or something, but yeah, it was just part of a role play.
Got it. And you know, I do believe that is role play actually, but obviously, you know, all role play comes from something. Like, you know, if I have a thing for, you know, big Latina, then, you know, I've seen big Latina somewhere, right? So, I'm not asserting or implying anything, but which neighbor were we thinking about when we just said that? Like, I'm not saying you did anything with her, but like there was somebody that you thought of, obviously. Like, who was that?
It wasn't nobody. It was just part of a role play. Like, that's why I just picked. It'd be a neighbor.
Okay. Any girl in mind that you just kind of thought of?
No, it was just part of kind of because she said she liked it too, so that's why. Yeah, I just part of a role play, the neighbor type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't anyone that particular.
Right.
But yeah, the only girl that I've only been with under the age was
that one
girl.
Shake 16.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
They're not coming. The detective was even like talking to the dispatch lady. Said they're not coming. They want us to meet at the station.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like talk to him for a couple more minutes and just like, you know, wrap it up.
Yeah.
Can you give me my phone? Well, I do have your phone number. I do have your phone number. I do want to stay in touch, man. If need be.
Well, I mean, I can help you guys out too.
Dude, I think that would be great. I think that would be a great.
I mean, I don't want to get into that.
No, I'm not going to ask you to do that, but no, I think.
If I see anything.
Yeah, I'll be back home in like a couple weeks, but yeah, I'll definitely, you know, I don't think this should be the end here. So, it was truly a pleasure meeting you, and yeah, whatever you want to fill your wife, and I'm sure she can ask you questions. That's totally on you. It's not my role to do that, but
I'll be honest, just so everybody know where I was going through.
Sure, man.
I just, like I said, that's my important part in my life is my family, and that's something I have to be back with.
Absolutely. Are you still on the registry?
I should be. I don't.
When's the last time you like checked in and took the pic?
I don't know.
They don't make you register every year? They don't make you like go in and just take my mug shot? Or... Oh, all right. Well, got it. All right. Well, anyway, Jason, yeah, man, pleasure meeting you. Just, yeah, like I said, I wish you the best. And, yeah, I guess before we leave here, I got to ask, because obviously we can revisit this now since, you know, I'm not not the boogeyman or anything. How many of these people have role played online with you saying that I'm like underage and whatever? Or has it been like a lot, just honestly, or?
Yeah, they would say they would be, younger as the role played. It was a big community, and it's,
All right, I guess a better question, because I know it's been a ton probably, realistically. What year do you think that started for you, the role-playing stuff?
in the last year.
Okay.
So it was, I started back in 2010. That's when I first learned about it.
But you picked it up again last year. Okay.
Yeah.
What app primarily have people role-played with you on, or said that I'm underage on and all that stuff?
On the kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So realistically, are these people that are role-playing, like, are y'all exchanging back and forth? Is that kind of how it goes too sometimes?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't take pics of it, but but it's more of a role playing text.
Okay.
But they'll send pictures on that too.
Okay. How young do you think the pictures go when they've sent stuff like that? Like in that context?
Oh, it would be of them. So, a lot of them are adults.
What percentage do you think were underage?
Just areas that I know of.
Okay. Did they all clarify they were adults, the other ones, or did some of them just straight on keep up the underage thing for the whole time?
They were adults. They said it, and then I'll say they were younger.
Okay. Got it. Well, all right. Well, yeah, just, stay up, keep your head up, man.
That's, like I said, it was a reality check. And like I said,
Much needed, I think.
It is. And like I said, kind of be honest with you as much as I can to help you guys, or if you need it.
Yeah, I have your number. If anything pops up, I'll let you know, or vice versa, man. Number I texted you from is one you can reach me at, but I'll give you my real number here one of these days. But, you take care, Jason.
Yep.
All right. Dude, it's so frustrating. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, I was phoning on with dispatch, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm talking to the detective right now." He said,
We're not coming.
"For safety, we're not gonna come out."
Oh, dude. Well, you know why? It's because this catcher was here and was like people, so that's why they don't want to come out to this. Because there is a catcher here that's in prison right now.
Oh, that was here.
Mm-hmm. What's up? We're just doing an outro right now for our YouTube channel.
You what?
We're just filming the cops right now for our YouTube channel. Right. We just need police presence in it. Yeah, it's YouTube TOS. All right, guys, be sure to join up on Locals in the pinned comment. Over 100 videos, early and uncensored. We're turning in our stuff to Rochester PD. Unfortunately, and when people are like, "Oh, but Alex, why do you talk about some other catchers? Because everybody's just trying to do the right thing here." Well, they didn't show up for this offender who was easily had CP in his chats. They did not show up for him. Who's saving videos of toddlers, saying some of the most grotesque chats you could ever have, booking a hotel for a 13-year-old girl. They did not show up for him because of this right here. There was this predator catcher, kind of did it like DAP does in Rochester. It was named Rochester Catcher, and unfortunately, not like I care about the well-being of certain people, but he would beat up the people he catches and not do it the right way, and not even care to turn it in. And now the cops didn't want to show up because this is the reputation of catchers here in Rochester, Minnesota. So I'm sure they'll arrest this dude. It's a very easy case, but yeah, this is what happens. So Locals in the pinned comment. We do it the right way. We travel nationwide, travel the most cash thickest. Police presence. This says police on there, right?
It does.
So would you say that's police presence in this video?
I guess so.
Would you say it's YouTube compliant?
No.
No,
No, it doesn't say.
no, but it does. All right, we're at the police station. Does that say police right there?
Yes.
Okay, and police. So is that a badge?
It looks like it.
So is it fair to say that's law enforcement presence in the video?
It says 911.
Yep, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, yes, sir, we're here to turn this in right here, okay? We're turning in evidence of a potential crime that was committed, and we're doing it with the police right here, okay? Just let me know when that gets to like a minute and 10 seconds so we can just make sure it's in the video. Oh, does it say police headquarters right there?
It does.
So that's in this video though, right? So is that not police presence?
Oh, there's another one over there.
Really? Let's go look at it. Wow. Look at all the police presence right there. I mean, that's law enforcement, isn't it? And would you say cops are part of law enforcement? No, they're not.
Oh.
Oh, do you work for YouTube? I'd say cops are part of law enforcement.
Yeah,
okay,
I do.
two to one.
Yeah,
two to one. So therefore that's law enforcement presence. That's in line with YouTube's TOS. So anyway, please sub to Rumble and join us on Local so we don't have to do this ridiculous stuff anymore. I'm sick of using this platform. My God, sub to Rumble in the pinned comment. We're gonna go turn it in actually now. Wow. Zoom in on it. Rafilos. Filos, guys. Are those all law enforcement officers? And they're in the video?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Remember, we gotta put them in the video. What about this for? Are these like police badges?
I think so.
These are fines.
Wow. Okay, for you. Okay. The cop companies filled with Easter eggs. We've talked about the country posing as like minors online and online message us from across the country. We're from Houston, but we just travel all over doing this. And there was an individual by the name of messaging us who we believe to be a 13-year-old girl. He said he wants to have sex with her, have a with her and her friend, and get a hotel room. He never followed through with that, but he was just very in the messages. And he said he's talked to other minors online before, and he said that he's on this app called Telegram where he's receiving links to what seem to be buying pictures of minors and stuff like that. But that's all he would say about Telegram. But we interviewed him at his home, and he admitted to sending all these messages that were like sexual in nature to his with his kid. And yeah, we just want to try and know if we don't do anything about it.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.